Jan Nepomniachtchi playing white against Hikaru Nakamura starts with a kind of Queen's Gambit. Hikaru is playing very classically. It's an exchange variation. Bishop f4, and now c6 is the normal move. Hikaru going for knight f6, also completely playable. And bishop f5. Okay, this can get sharp if white plays with queen b3. It's interesting, Hikaru not afraid to play highly theoretical lines. He's not playing compromise moves. And Nepomniachtchi not playing the most testing. Okay, he's played h4, which is interesting. Normally queen b3 would be the move. There is a bit of history between these players, of course, when playing Blitz. There was a bit of a dispute in one of the World Cup games where Hikaru did a funny castling action, which Nepomniachtchi complained about afterwards. So there's a bit of history between the players. Sharp position. Nepomniachtchi has a beautiful knight on f5 and advances kingside pawns. And now comes the counterattack on the other side of the board. Now, that white king could still live on the king side. It still could go to g2, king f1, king g2, or it could go queenside. So which way is he going to go? I predict king f1 to g2. Let's see. Good castle, of course, as well. Kingside, but I predict king f1 to g2. This would be my thought. Bishop d6. A tactical shot. If it's taken, then of course white wins the exchange. So that bishop looks like it's got to move out to f6, I guess. g5 also possible. g5 would be more provocative. Oh, back to f8. So if that's exchanged, then black can just recapture with, well, knight or rook, and it's fine. Recapture with the knight, that'll spin around to e6 and then potentially into g5. So that's actually, I'm surprised that Nepomniachtchi made that exchange, actually. I think that's helped black. Well, the king looks like it's going to live on f2 instead of g2, but that also looks pretty normal. No! Well, there you go. That's surprised me. Go on the queen side. He's not worried about Hikaru's counterattack. So the knight is living on g5 and hitting the pawn on f3. If the pawn advances, then it goes. The knight goes into e4. I think Hikaru has found his feet here. Now, I guess he's going to play c5. There we go. Before white's knight emerges on b3. Typical tense Queen's Gambit exchange variation. The queen nudges out of the way. Clock times just over 3 minutes each. Queen c7. Okay, this is a tense one. And Nepomniachtchi has swiped that pawn on d5. Well, can he get away with that? Why not? Queen back to c4, I guess. Very tense position. That knight on f5, you can't help but feel, will play a decisive role in this game at some moment. If that queen can land on the long diagonal, queen d4, hitting g7. Well, looks like Nepomniachtchi is playing a good game. Knight has taken on f3. Ah, okay. Knight will spin back to e5, hitting the queen. Okay, all bets are off on this one. It's really sharp. Of course, when you have kings on opposite wings, then anything can happen. Queen's traded. Okay, that takes out some of the sting in the position. Well, also mean that white wins a pawn. Okay, well, now it's clear. White has the advantage, but the knight can come down to e5. Black knight to e5, hitting g4. No, g6. Okay, he wants rid of that knight. Too dangerous. Now, which way with the knight? Do you take on do you take on h6? Do you play knight d6? Do you play knight d4? Still incredibly unclear position. Clock times. We have Nepomniachtchi just under a minute 45. Knight d4. So rook e3, is that legal? Can you take on e3? Rook e3. Hikaru wants it. He wants it. He's done it. So many pawns are coming off. One can't help but think that the draw could be on the cards. Oh, wait a second. Oh, is there a knight hanging? No, I was looking to exchange on f3 and check on d7, but no. Black is still okay. Oh. Hikaru might have got away with it. Of course, white is better. White is more active. But maybe Hikaru's got away with it. That h-pawn could fly down the board. We've got two of the youngest competitors playing here, of course. Nepomniachtchi, 26 years old, and Hikaru is 29 years old. And actually, they're playing in a tournament of oldies. Great to see. Yeah, you can see after the queen would check, the black queen would block. So, coming back to Nepomniachtchi against Nakamura. Should be a draw. Should be a draw. Clock times, nope. Neither player in down to the wire yet. So I think we're just going to get... Well, they're meandering to a draw now. Yeah, they've agreed to draw. So Hikaru, I guess, maintains his lead. How's Vlad doing? Vlad against Anand. Oh, well, Anand is simply 2 pawns up here. And clock times, Vlad is down to 15 seconds. Well, Kramnik's king is exposed. This looks like should be a fairly simple win for Anand. So it looks like Kramnik will fall a little bit behind. Anand has over a minute advantage on the clock. Knight g4 should be the end. Bishop on h6 is hanging. I expect a resignation very, very soon. Queen d4, yeah, and Vlad has resigned. Looks like a convincing victory. So we've come back to Aparin against Gelfand. And it's all going on here. Aparin has just 3 seconds left. He's just resigned. Game over. Aparin about to lose his rook on d2. So we have all 4 games completed. Gelfand defeated Aparin. Nepomniachtchi against Nakamura. Talking to the 40-year-olds. Oh, we've just switched to Yannick Pelletier with black against Peter Svidler. And Svidler attacking the king. Whoa, Svidler is a rook down. Svidler's a rook down. What has he got? Well, what has he got? Yannick has only 17 seconds on the clock. Well, after these checks, no, there's no perpetual check. It's, well, Peter has just resigned. Incredible. So Yannick has won 2 in a row. He's bounced back.